Halfwheel's coverage of the 2023 PCA Convention and Trade Show is brought to you by Drew Estate.
Good afternoon, this is Scott Weeks with Iconic Leaf Cigar and the Tabacalera Leyendas Cubanas coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2023 PCA. Today I would like to explain to you what we're doing for 2023, and also I would like to apologize for Halfwheel. You know, Halfwheel always has their ear to the railroad tracks, so they got to me before anybody else this year was asking me what we had that was new was coming out. And so I emailed them back and I said, hey, we're coming out with a cigar called the Sweet Caps this year, which is the first time in 12 years that we've added anything to our factory production run series. And Halfwheel was first at it, and I told them that the cigar was going to be called Sweet Caps. And then between then and the show, I started thinking about it, and we changed the name from Sweet Caps to Sweet Tails because all of the cigars actually have a pigtail on them. So by calling them Sweet Caps, it didn't make a lot of sense. So we changed the name to Sweet Tails. And so I apologize to the Halfwheel audience out there for that miscommunication. But then again, that just means Halfwheel's doing their job and they're getting to it before everybody else does. So yes, this year, as we've discussed in the past, when I've talked about my factory production runs that come in the honeycombs, they're all in two-barrel roll, which is the original Cuban way of rolling. 95% of the factories in the world, they roll their cigars by folding the filler leaf. What we do in our factory is we only roll in the original Cuban method of en tubao, which is taking each filler leaf by hand and rolling them separately. And then you pull those separate rolls together and then you put the binder leaf on it and put it in the press. What that does is that creates air channels in the cigar. By the way, en tubao is basically Spanish for the word tubing in English. So to give you an idea, so that creates like a guaranteed airflow in the cigar. So when you pick up one of my factory production runs out of the honeycombs or any of the Recluse branded products that I sell as my luxury blend series, they are all en tubao rolled, so you're guaranteed to have an effortless draw every single time. Now, as far as our new offering for 2023, the new offering there again is called the Sweet Tail. The Sweet Tail, what I do is I didn't want to make just a regular cigar that was sweet and was going to, like, you know, be not something that people would take seriously. I wanted people to take it seriously. So what I did was I made the accent of sweetness to a point to where it is an accent of sweetness. So as you're smoking the cigar, you're getting that accent as if it was part of the blend itself. So when you go into a local retailer and you see the factory production run honeycomb display where it looks like a beehive, look for the Sweet Tail with the pigtail top, or ask your retailer for that. Give it a try, take it for a nice ride. And let me tell you, every cigar is like a book, and you got to read the book page by page. You can't jump chapters. And this cigar is a novel. I welcome you to try it at your local retail tobacconist. Thank you.
Halfwheel's coverage of the 2023 PCA Convention and Trade Show is brought to you by Drew Estate.